Shalom Aleichem, good night of Shabbos, it's Shushan Purim, Tavshin Pei Beis. Purim was a 24-hour celebration. And now the question is, what now? The morning after, the intoxication of Adela Yada, from the most physical sense to the most spiritual sense, or better said, that the physicality and the material intoxication is permeated with the spiritual, divine holiness. Just to drink and get shikar and become cuckoo is not an approach. It's not healthy. It's foolish. So we've done the Purim. Yidden were besimcha, Yidden gave tzedakah, Yidden helped other Yidden, but we're still in Golus. We're still in this exile that the Rebbe, who you see on the screen, cried so bitterly, Ad Mosai. How much longer will we be in Golus? How much longer will we sit in this situation and be in the situation where Shchinta Begelusa, the Shechina, the divine presence, is in exile? They once asked one of the Lubavitcher Rebbeim, the day after Yom Kippur, I believe, and what now? We just had Yom Kippur. Ne'ilah. We were like Malachim, angels. What now? And the Rebbe answered, Erst jetzt darf man Tshuva tun. Only now do we really have to do Tshuva. Do we really have to return to God? Why? Because when you reach the pinnacle of connecting and being in the zone of Torah, mitzvahs, Chassidus, you realize how deficient you are in your connection with God. The higher you climb the ladder, the more and better you see what's going down below. From the top and peak of the ladder, you have a better view of what's going on below. When you get into Yom Kippur, and you're at Ne'ilah, the fifth prayer, where the doors are closed once the prayers are over. From that perspective, which is Yechida, the oneness of the soul with the oneness of God, from that perspective, you realize, hey, I just began. And that's what the Rebbe meant, Erst jetzt. Only now, darf man Tshuva tun. We need to do Tshuva. Before, we thought what we're doing is gewaldic, is great. And now that we were raised to a higher plateau, spiritually, we realize how spiritually we're lacking. And I say the same thing with Purim, Erev Shabbos, Kodesh, where as great as Purim was, Shabbos comes and elevates Purim. And this I heard from the Rebbe many times. That the Zohar HaKadosh, the Holy Zohar, says Shabbos has two aspects to it. And one of the aspects is that it culminates and elevates everything for the previous week. The other aspect is it prepares us for the next week. So Shabbos, being after Purim, elevates Purim. And here's the question, what does that mean? I just had an experience, 24 hours of holiness, of Purim. And Shabbos can even be greater. And this is the answer, my friends. The answer is, there's nothing like Shabbos. There's nothing like Shabbos. The Heilige Shabbos, right? How does that Vishnitzer song go? Schreichet Yidalech, good Shabbos. Sing Chet Yidalech, good Shabbos. Heiliger Shabbos, Teire Shabbos. Zog Chet alle zusammen, good Shabbos. Sing, scream, Shabbos. Let's all together say Shabbos, Shabbos. So here we are, 4 weeks after a madman decided to attack a country who aren't exactly the best friends of the Jewish people. In fact, during the Holocaust, they were in a way worse than the Germans. The ruthless killings that they did, as I've been told by people in my community here in Borough Park who come from Galicia, and the father of Reb Shlomo Halberstam, the Baba Verov, his name was Reb Sion Halberstam, and he was taken by the Ukrainians and killed, murdered, cold blood. So there isn't exactly a liking to the Ukrainians, but nevertheless, the country is running and doing its thing, and comes in a madman, Putin, and decides he wants to be a melech b'kippah. He wants to be Achashverosh. He wants to be the leader of the entire world. And what does he do? What he's been doing for the last 4 weeks. Sending missiles, destroying, killing people, buildings, children, maternity wards, people waiting in line to eat. This is a cruel person. The world has reacted, but not enough. Not enough. Because if this would be in our country, you can bet you, or in Eretz Yisrael, they wouldn't stand for this. No, they wouldn't stand for it. Negotiations ahin, negotiations ahead. You got to stop the evil. And that's the lesson from Purim. Haman wants to negotiate. Haman, meaning to say, Haman wants to destroy and kill. So we're going to negotiate. No. You got to hang him on a tree. You have to get rid of this evil. It's a cancer. You have to cut it out. Otherwise, it's going to take your life and kill you. Shabbos is a time when we have a time to learn more, to daven more, to be with our family more, to sing a Chassidish niggin. And I want to leave you with this message. Make your Shabbos Purimdik. The energy of Purim put into your Shabbos. Sing and dance and be happy Shabbos, because it's Shabbos and we have it every week. Baruch Hashem. We're the luckiest people. And people who didn't yet taste what Shabbos is really about, invite them. Tell them, listen, try one Shabbos, a full Shabbos. No phones, no cars, no computers. Just peace. If you can get to a shul, great. If not, stay home. Take a walk. Make Kiddush. Invite some people, learn more, spend more time with your wife and children. Make the Shabbos the focal point of your week. Not the week is the focus, and Shabbos is I'm tired, so I need to rest, so I have Shabbos. That's a very primitive way of looking at Shabbos. Shabbos is exhilarating. Shabbos is an opportunity for the ultimate growth of the week. May Hashem help that we celebrate this Shabbos with the power of Purim, and today Shushan Purim, and will merit to the coming of Mashiach very speedily, where there will be no more war and no more hunger, and all there'll be will be peace, and we'll go from good to better, rather than from bad to good. Amen v'amen. Kein Yehi Ratzon. Good Shabbos.